Hello and welcome to another episode of What's on My Mind. I am Thomas, the host of this video video idea jumble. I don't even know what to call this. But I was thinking that I would talk a little bit about my love of tea just for today, or for this very early morning. I am recording this at 1:39 a.m. Yes, I know it's early, but the reason that I am doing this is because I am awake. I'm alive, awake, alert, enthusiastic, and I wanted to talk a little bit about my interest in all things tea. So I really like tea, and that probably stems from because I'm Irish and that's in my blood. But one of the main reasons I like tea is because it is a very good beverage to consume when you're under the weather. And I like doing that because for many reasons, but the main few are because A, it helps my throat, B, it just is warm and it's lovely, and C, it just tastes good, and it has antioxidants, and it is far healthier than drinking a a glass of lemon lime soda. So just have a glass of iced tea. Um, I currently have tea with me right here. I'm not gonna show you because it's a brand, but it's just sweet tea. It's just like sweetened, raspberry infused sugary tea. Probably one of the reasons I'm up, but that's a different point. And another thing I love about tea is that it is the quintessential definition of an English drink. It is perfect for a rainy day. You can make it however you want. It can be strong, weak, can contain milk. It doesn't need to contain milk. It can be sweetened, it can be unsweetened, it can be iced, it can be warm, it can be hot. It can be infused with sunshine and rainbows if you really desire. That was a joke. I don't think you can actually infuse tea with sunshine and rainbows. If you could, they'd be working on it. And yes, if I come up with more of these really bad jokes or puns, I will say them because they're funny. And I like puns, which is another thing you'll learn about me eventually. I will do an entire video about puns at some point. Or possibly today. From up till 4 a.m. I don't know. Whatever. I don't need to do really anything tomorrow, so. But what I was saying about tea is it is a perfect beverage for any time of day. You can have it in the morning to wake you up. You can have it in the evening when you want to pull all night, or you can have it in the middle of the day if you're feeling tired. And it's also great for and there's this phrase in German that more refers to fondue, and I'm not good at German, and I'm not going to try and say it because I'm going to butcher it, but it essentially means fondue is delicious and it brings good company, and or fondue ist gut, und something else in German because, like I said, I do not speak German, but the thing about tea is it is one of those things that when you think about it, it is a very famous or at times infamous beverage or drink. It's mainly known in the United States for being chucked overboard by a bunch of people masquerading as indigenous Americans, which okay, not exactly politically correct in this day and age. Granted, that was the 1730s, and it was a 4% tax increase, but That's by the by. They, I, I already have a video about politics. I don't need to get back into that. That was a long rant. I don't want to do another long rant about politics unless I absolutely need to, which I might, unfortunately. But, which is why I drink tea. No, seriously, I did drink tea to avoid thinking about negative things because it is a very therapeutic. There's a very therapeutic quality to making a cup of tea by yourself and steeping it and going through the process of heating up the water and letting it sit and steep and then finally being able to savor the flavored earthiness and the finally being able to savor the very complex taste profile that is Earl Grey or breakfast, or whether that be Irish, English, or anywhere else that has breakfast tea. Herbal, green, chamomile. There are so many types of tea, and it's just a lovely, lovely way to just make yourself happy if you want to. Another thing that I will say about tea is, and another reason that I like it is a very, it can be very funny when it is used correctly. And what I'm trying to say with that is there is a Jethro Tull song called Skating Away, where in the beginning of the song, Ian Anderson is supposedly making a cup of tea before he starts singing. Yes, look that up. It cracks me up every time. It's a fairly melancholy and potentially depressing song, but I like it. It's a good song, and it's one of the songs that I enjoy, and I have an entire video that's about half an hour about music that I enjoy and why I play the guitar. I don't think that's up by the recording of this video, but if you like that type of thing, please watch. And also like, subscribe, share, comments. Please comments. I like seeing comments. Just don't argue in the comment section. No arguing in the comment section. But more about tea. Essentially the opening of the song is him humming to himself. The parts of the song, well, you hear in the background just like the clanking of a spoon on the rim of a teacup, pouring in sugar, and hearing like a tea kettle boil, and like do the steam train sound, like where it whistles. And I just find that very I just find that is a good poetic device or musical device to open that song. But that's not really why. That's one of the reasons I like tea. But another reason I like tea is just because it is a very old beverage, and it's not like coffee where I do not drink coffee. I don't really like coffee. I had a fairly not positive experience with coffee at one point, so I don't really drink coffee because I don't like I am nervous about that outcome because it's stronger than I like my tea, and I like my tea fairly strong. So yeah, coffee has a lot of caffeine. Tea does not have as much caffeine, so it is less, makes my brain go less haywire. Another reason I do not like coffee. But also, just herbal tea I find absolutely delightful because it's great, and it's herbal tea. Flavored herbal tea that has nice coloration to it due to, all manner of ingredients that I don't even know. I just like it. I drink one that I'm not gonna say the name, but it's like an apple cranberry tea, and it's good. I have it frequently, and it's really good when I want to have tea, but I don't want to have a. Sorry, I'm fiddling with something. I should probably stop doing that. It's really good when I want to have tea, but I don't want to worry about staying up too late or not being able to fall asleep, which is honestly kind of what's going on right now. Uh, but honestly, I don't have insomnia. I don't. I just like I I like making content for all you because obviously you're my fan base and you appreciate the material that I provide to the online community, and I genuinely am thankful for that. The Another thing I love about tea is that it is a it's not a I have I have no reason to believe anything that's going on out there. I don't know. I'm confused. Anyway, tea is just amazing. I like it, and I think that really people should drink it more because it's like, you want coffee or do you want tea? And I usually ask for tea, unless they have soda, and then I have soda. And yes, I do say soda. I do not say pop. I say soda. Soda. It's not Coke. Coke is um, Coke is there's an entire rabbit hole I could go down, an entire tangent I could speak on regarding the etymolo- regarding the lexical variation in uh, scripture words of fizzed sweetened drinks um, uh, like Coca-Cola or Sprite or Starry or name any, or Dr. Pepper. None of them are sponsoring this video. I'll say that right now. Um, I like drinking soda. I'm not going to say that I don't. However, I do think that there's something to be said for drinking something that is not that sugary. And I know I said that I just drink soda and that I like to have stuff that's less sugary, but I do. And tea is a caffeinated option that allows that. And I don't think coffee does that because coffee has way too much caffeine. It's like 200 milligrams, which is ridiculous. And overconsumption of coffee in the morning is a very, very, very easy way to have heart palpitations for a while, just medically speaking. And caffeine does do that. Too much caffeine can cause all manner of problems, including palpitations, irregular heart rhythm, tachycardia, which is fast heartbeat. And I'm not a doctor, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. But the idea of being able to consume a beverage that is warm, it'll make you feel good, and it is perfect for when a friend is feeling sad. And the reason I say that is it also has a lot of there's also a lot of promotion of the tea itself, or té, as you say it, as it's called in Spanish, in the show Big Bang Theory. And again, not a promotion. I just like the show. I've seen the entire thing. Sheldon always makes Leonard or Penny or Howard Raj or Amy or Bernadette or anyone a cup of tea or a hot beverage when they're feeling sad. And I think that is a good thing to do as a friend, but it's also a good thing to do because té es delicioso. Tea is delicious. And by giving someone something that's good and that helps them and is a kind thing to do when someone needs your support is a is a good sign that you're a good friend. It's a good sign that you're a good friend. So if you have a friend that is not feeling their best, or is having a bad day, or whatever it may be, make them a hot beverage. Do what Sheldon does and make them a hot beverage. But I like tea, and I know I've said that a bunch, but I genuinely do, and I think that tea, whether it be loose leaf or bagged um or self steeps, where you like put the tea bags into like the reusable pouches and steep it yourself. I think those are all options for tea consumption, and it is and I can get into all the weeds of other stuff about tea, but it's just also like it just because it's interesting, and it doesn't have the bitter, earthy taste of coffee, and it doesn't have the absurd amount of sugar that pretty much all sodas have. Some of it does, and some of it's like the soda tea, or the sweetened flavored tea that is just ridiculously sugary, and is one of the reasons I'm up right now, but I don't pay any attention to this, because this is all... Because everything I say in these videos is unscripted, so it's not like I'm going to worry about really what I say unless it's a direct ripoff of something, and I'm not going to do that, because I like being able to create. This is just another artistic outlet for me. But, yeah, that is a rather short, in comparison to some of my other videos, rant / interesting facts / why I like tea as a beverage, and why it is, and why I just like tea. So thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, comment down below for more videos or more ideas that you want me to talk about that I've mentioned in any of these videos. And yeah, just live long and prosper. See you later.